Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ghostface Drown Boy Productions, and I've taken a bit of a break from doing anything for the channel or anything Drown Boy related, so I'm feeling nice and refreshed, and let's get into some new unboxings. Today we're going to be unboxing a massive mystery box, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, today's package comes to us from my good friend Jeremy Tador. Some of you may remember that name, or it may sound familiar. Jeremy has been featured in several different unboxings on the channel, including what has been one of the largest unboxings so far, which was a massive box. I ended up getting the Scream 2 production run mask out of that, as well as several other things sent to me, and I believe he tossed in a ton of gifts. I remember it was a pretty awesome video. There was a lot of cool stuff that was unboxed in that, and Jeremy claims that this package is going to be even better than that package. So I really don't know what all the contents of this box are, but I do know a few things. But let me show you guys the size of this thing. So he told me it was going to be a big box. I didn't really expect it to be this big. I wouldn't say this is the largest thing that we've unboxed on the channel, but it's pretty damn close. Now last time he covered it in tons of artwork, and this time there are a few pieces. Obviously a spooky clown there. On this side there's a small pumpkin that you can't make out because it's under the tape. But yeah, overall, not nearly as decorated, but that's okay because he definitely paid even more to ship this box than he did the last one, because this was like, what, $68? Nearly $70 to send me this package. So, yeah, I guess let's get right into it. So I do want to say, even though the box has arrived in one piece, it looks like it's been partially unboxed by the post office. In fact, it actually kind of looks like they had an entire soccer team kind of just kick the shit out of this thing. Which I really wish they would just quit kicking Menards, because it really hurts. Alright guys, all these stupid dumb puns out of the way. You know we had to make a Menards joke. You can't have a Menards box in your video and not make a Menards joke. Anyways, let's get right into this. So, I'll slice off what's left of the tape that is attached to the top. I have not seen inside yet. It's just a pretty roughed up box. Alright, we got a ton of bubble wrap, and like I said, I know a couple items that are in here, but I do not know everything. He claims there are some really awesome surprises in here, so I guess let's get right into it. Bubble wrap on top, and it looks like we've come to the first piece right here on top. Alright, fitting enough. This is the piece that I knew was coming. So this is something that like really pissed me off. This is part of an advertising for a Spirit Halloween pair of Michael Myers socks. And I believe on the artwork it has an image of Michael from Halloween 1. But it's Halloween 2 licensed. And then on this little advertisement here, you don't even have Michael Myers. It's fucking Ben Tramer. Like, I don't know. It's strange. I wish we had Ben Tramer socks. But we don't. They might be more flammable. Let's see, we got a sticker here as well, a local boogeyman sticker. Looks very awesome, very nice, very high quality sticker. That will go on the sticker door right after the video. And then we have this giant piece, which I'm sure most of you can probably tell what this is. Oh yeah. Oh, we do have something taped on the top of this. I don't know what this is, so I'll set it to the side. But guys, here we have the Ghostface RIP series doll. This is something I have wanted for a very, very long time. In fact, as a kid, I remember a friend of mine had one of these that was outside of the package, and we would play with it all the fucking time. Never got to own one of these myself. I've seen tons and tons and tons of these over the years at different conventions, stuff like that. I think I've mentioned that in other videos because I do have a few other RIP series dolls. I never really sought out to collect them beforehand. I always thought they were really cool, but it never was necessarily something that I just had to have. And I mean, obviously the main reason for collecting these pieces is a little bit different. I have the Michael Myers one, I have the Leatherface one, and now I have the Ghostface one. But yeah, I would always see these at conventions and stuff, and I never owned one, never bought one. But recently I have started collecting the RIP series dolls, and I've only really wanted 3 of them for a very specific reason, and that's because my favorite guitarist of all time, Mr. Buckethead, has either, oh, I guess I wouldn't say used, he's owned them and they've had some kind of like special meaning. He seemed to have owned the Michael Myers, the Leatherface, and Ghostface, and I had the other two already. I wanted Ghostface regardless for the Scream collection, but this actually kind of works out because this fits into two different collection categories for me, the Buckethead and the Scream collection. So very awesome piece, and a huge thank you to Jeremy for hooking it up on this. I believe I ended up trading him a painting that I did for this a few months ago, and he's just been waiting to find a box large enough to ship this thing in because they are pretty large and cumbersome. This one is 49,019 out of 100,000, so almost right in the middle of production. And overall, the box seems to be in really good condition. Like, it's not mint at all, but it's pretty nice. It's really nice. And on the back of the box here, we have the story of Ghostface, where it really just talks about the history of the mask, how it was created, why it was used in Scream, etc. But overall, pretty awesome piece. Obviously something any Ghostface collector would want. And just overall, great addition to the collection. Now let's get into whatever this was that was taped to the top. Okay, I can tell it's a pin at this point, but I haven't seen what kind of pin. Dude! Fucking sick! Thank you so much! Okay, so I'm not much of like an enamel pin collector, but I do love them. It's just personally not what I choose to collect and put my money into, but I do have a few enamel pins. I put them on my leather jacket, etc. And check this out. This is from Creative Terror Pins. I've seen these before. I've seen some friends have them and other collectors have them, but I never thought to grab one myself. I don't know how well the camera's picking this up, guys, but this is a stab variant of the Brandon James pin. So, of course, it's just the Brandon James character standing there, except for this version, they have a stab green mask and knife. And what's really cool is instead of just having a straight black rain poncho, it's actually like sparkly and glittery. Kind of like a sparkle material. I think you can see the sparkle. I don't know how well that you can see the rest of it, but we'll be giving close-ups anyway. By the way, guys, if I sound a little sick or a little stuffy, I kind of am. I think it's mostly just the pollen from the season changing. I don't feel like I have COVID. I don't feel like I'm that sick or anything, but throat's a little sore, a little stuffy. You know how it is. Alright, it looks like we have found another package within this box. We definitely got a mask here. Okay. Ooh. Very, very nice. Alright guys, so what we have here is a Ghostface registered trademark tag. I believe this is a 2010 mask. Yes, this is an April-June 2010 run Ghostface. So this is the same exact run of masks, or the same exact production run, that would have been used for Scream 4. Obviously they had very specific production style masks. There were several different types of masks that were used for Scream 4, but this is the same run, so this type of mask has the same finishing. This would have been made at the same exact time. Very, very awesome to finally have one of these tagged again. I actually used to own several of these. I had the glow versions, the non-glow versions, etc. And let go of those for really, really cheap back in the day because nobody really cared about these. This wasn't a huge, huge deal. These days, obviously, a lot more collective, or a lot more collectible, a lot harder to find, or at least, I guess, really, they're more sought after than anything. Because, I mean, they're still out there. They're not the rarest masks, but they are becoming more sought after, so very, very awesome. All right, and in the same bag, it looks like we have another mask. Looks like another black and red Ghostface tag mask. So let's see. Very, very good condition. Wow, I'm actually quite surprised with these. Alright, this is a glow-in-the-dark version, glow-in-the-dark tag. This is a Ghostface trademark tag, so this is actually one of the masks that was used for Scream 3. This is technically the style of mask that was used for the Scream 3 reshoots. I know by the time you guys are watching this, I still don't have the Scream 3 and 4 movie mask guide done. Trust me, it's a lot of work. I'm not putting in the work to really go through and do all these screenshots. Ryan Hills is doing all that. It will be done very, very soon, I promise. But this is the same style mask that would have been used for Scream 3. So far we have a Scream 4 version tagged mask and a Scream 3 version tagged mask. Both in immaculate condition. Really, really nice condition. It feels awesome to be able to own some of these pieces again because I haven't owned one of these, really either of these, in probably 3 years at this point, at least. It's been a while, so very, very happy to kind of add these back in the collection. I wasn't necessarily seeking out specifically to try and get tagged copies for the collection because I prefer to have untagged ones that I can actually wear. But obviously, anytime you can add original tag versions, you want to be able to do that. I already have untagged ones anyway, so let's see. There's some more stuff in here, I promise. Or at least I think. A lot of bubble wrap. I'm trying to make sure nothing's wrapped up in the bubble wrap either. Alright, we have what looks to be like a movie or a book. I don't want to damage it. Oh, okay, well, that was easy. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Well, guys, this is this is kind of like a weird, like, full circle kind of thing. So, obviously, everybody used to go to Blockbuster, Movie Gallery, whatever your local mom-and-pop movie store may have been. For us, it was Movie Gallery. That's what we mostly went to. And I remember going to Movie Gallery as a kid all the time. And I would see this, the pumpkin carver, on the walls. Always wanted to rent it. I was never allowed to. And yeah, I remember it just had like a very cool, striking cover. I mean, I was probably attracted to it because I listened to a lot of ICP. And I mean, you got a scary clown guy, and I was a little kid. And, you know, I was like, what, 4 or 5 years old? And I was like, I want that movie. I want that one. And all these years later, I have never seen this movie once. However, I have heard good things about it. I've heard it's a very interesting film. I don't know, I wouldn't say it's great. I've heard a lot of people love it. It might be one of those that it's so bad it's good type of movies. I've never really heard anything about it, but Jeremy was wanting me to try and sculpt the killer mask from this movie for him, and I said, you know, send me the movie or buy me the movie and I'll do it. I've never seen it. I've never seen the killer mask. Couldn't really find good references, and sure enough, he bought me a copy of the movie and sent it my way. So after I get done probably filming and editing this video, I'm gonna have to watch this and start throwing around some clay. So huge thank you for that, Jeremy. All right, we got a Hot Topic bag. All right, it's empty. It was just added for stuffing. Just wanted to make sure. What's this? Let's see. More bubble wrap. More bubble wrap. Okay. Well, guys, it appears we have a mask. I absolutely did not expect this, but I think this is rubies. I could be wrong. Wait. 2000 New Line Cinema. It doesn't say that it's rubies, and I feel bad for not being up to speed, but I think that this is an old Rubies Jason Goes to Hell mask. This is the full head version. I remember as a child I wanted to say there was a costume version of this mask, and it was just pretty much the hockey mask and a little bit of like the bubbled up flesh around it. I used to wear this thing everywhere, so very, very awesome that Jeremy decided to send me this. It is the full head version, like I said. After looking at this thing a bit closer, I can tell that it looks like the paint has gotten stained from maybe fake blood or something. So who knows, maybe this was used for a haunt in the past. I'll have to ask Jeremy more about it, but very, very cool mask. I'm just wondering, what do you guys think? Should I repaint it, make it look a lot cooler, make it look a lot better, or should I leave it as is? For the time being, I'll leave it as is. But very awesome piece. Thank you so much, Jeremy. By the way, guys, you want to know what's sad? Even though I'm the Drowned Boy and I started out being this Jason Voorhees cosplayer and, you know, hockey mask maker, I currently own 2 hockey masks, or 2 Jason masks. One of them, well, now I own 3 because of that one, but before that I had a Dawn Post Jason X vinyl mask, and then I think all I have otherwise is an old original hockey mask that I made, so yeah, that's the 3rd Jason mask in the collection at the moment. Okay, we have something here on the bottom, or at least it looks like something. Maybe a piece of paper? Oh no, that was just the end of the bubble wrap. Never mind. This man used a whole roll of bubble wrap. Quite literally, the entire roll. Alright, let's see here. More bubble wrap, and we've got 1 piece left. And guys, this is kind of heavy, and I think this is a vinyl record. I'm pretty sure this is a vinyl record. I don't know what he sent me, but he told me there was going to be an awesome surprise in here, so I guess let's take a look. Dude, no, No way! What the fuck, Jeremy? Thank you so much, dude. Guys, I was planning on ordering both of these and then didn't get either of them. Wow. Okay, so as I was unwrapping the bubble wrap on this, I saw Halloween 2 and thought, did he get a new version of the Halloween 2 soundtrack? Because I already have one of those. I have the original Waxworks version. Just, wow. This is the new Rob Zombie Halloween soundtrack. This is the Halloween 2 soundtrack. This is brand new, sealed, has amazing artwork. I've been checking these out. I think they have really awesome colored vinyl too. It doesn't say, but it says available for the first time on vinyl. Exclusive liner notes by Rob Zombie. 180-gram colored vinyl. Doesn't say what color. 20-page booklet featuring unreleased behind-the-scenes photography. I didn't even know about that. And a 12x12 printed insert. I would imagine that's probably just a print of the artwork on the front. Well, I don't think I want to open this right here on camera. I may open it later, and if so, I may toss in some like close-ups of how the vinyl looks, but I might keep it sealed. I don't know. I really do like to listen to my records, though. That's fucking awesome. Jeremy, I really didn't expect that. Thank you so much. Well, guys, I think that's about it. There were 2 masks that were supposed to be in here that weren't in here that I'm missing, so I'm a little confused on that. I'm going to have to shoot him a message, or maybe I missed it amongst all this bubble wrap, so I'll go back through. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Jeremy, thank you so much. You sent me some really incredible, thoughtful gifts. I never would have expected either of the items you sent me, but I will greatly appreciate them. And just yet again, thank you so much. Okay, guys, I just figured out why he sent me this fucking thing. I think I told Jeremy this story a while back. Whenever this movie was first released, I think actually before it maybe even came out on DVD, they had released the soundtrack for it. This one year in particular, a family member of mine decided, oh, Douglas, you love Michael Myers, you love Halloween. We're going to go buy you the Halloween 2 movie that just came out. But they didn't buy me the movie, they bought me the soundtrack. And I remember listening to it and being like, what in the fuck is this? Like, obviously some of the music that's used in the movie is on the soundtrack, but there's also just a lot of like different quotes or sound snippets. And yeah, I don't know. The difference between Jam and Jelly was kind of a weird thing to have to listen to as a kid. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And all that's on here, too. It has the I Love You Mommy, Snapped On by Weird Al, Bring Your Baby Back Home, Jack-o'-lantern and a Blonde. Yeah, they're both hollow. It's fucking awesome, Jeremy. Thank you so much. Now I can relive all that childhood trauma all over again. Well, guys, I've got some really bad news. I noticed something was off whenever I was going through the box, and obviously, as it was received, it was somewhat partially open, but it didn't seem like it had been fully opened or retaped. But I noticed that there were for sure 3 tagged masks that were missing out of the box. Well, I thought maybe, just maybe, that my friend Jeremy had accidentally forgotten to put them in, so I contacted him. He thought maybe he just left them out. Well, we didn't know anything all day, which is why I'm just now making this video. He finally got home, he checked, he does not have the masks at his house, so he did mail them out, and unfortunately I'm guessing some fucking postal worker ended up stealing them, so this would have been one of the best unboxings on the channel, because the pieces that were going to arrive was going to be a black and red Ghostface tagged T-stamp, an Aces tagged HN stamp mask, as well as an Aces tagged like standard Scream 3 version mask. So I was really looking forward to getting those, especially having a standard Aces back in the collection, because I haven't had one of those in a long time. So yeah, really unfortunate. It really sucks. So, long story short, fuck USPS. Not everybody, but obviously there's some shitty, greedy fucking postal workers that can't keep their hands out of other people's belongings. So, yeah, that is what it is. We're going to see what we can do about possibly seeing if we can track it down, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it was a situation where the box was just opened and this stuff fell out. Because, I mean, that was 3 whole-ass tagged masks. They were wrapped up in bubble wrap, taped together. This would have been noticeable to have fallen out of a package. So, it was probably stolen, unfortunately, and not much we can do about it. He didn't have it fully insured, so we're probably just both going to be taking the loss in this situation, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video anyways, and see you next time.